Straight out the box, it's your host, Tailz, also known as the real Riley before Riley from Boondocks. Today, we've got a special show ahead of us. But before we get into that, I would like to big up Mello, the engineer at Podcast Studio Hire. So if anybody's interested or trying to look for somewhere where they can record their podcast, contact Podcast Studio Hire on Instagram, and on the website is podcaststudiohire.co.uk. Now, today I have a special guest. This is somebody that's actually quite new. Do you know what I mean? I actually reached out to this person, and they basically showed love back and actually responded. Do you know what I mean? So thanks to this person for that. This person is an England amateur boxing coach.
Yeah, that's correct.
And also is a founder of Power Mobile Gym.
Yeah, exactly that.
So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you Coach Shan. How you doing, Missy? You right?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Hopefully, the travel wasn't too troublesome on the way here.
Yeah.
Now, before I get into talk to you, what I want to talk to you about, usually when my guests come on, I usually ask some fire round questions. Some are situational, or some are yes or no, and some are just basically you answer based on how you think or feel. Do you know what I mean? So let's get into it. Would you say you're more of a texter or you're more of a talker?
Talker, definitely.
Yeah, texting is just not for you.
Nah.
Okay. A social media app you would get rid of?
Twitter. Don't know how to use it properly.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. You're not the only one.
Listen,
Twitter is Chinese to me, and no offense to the Chinese people, but it's absolute.
No, I don't know how to use
It's just not
properly.
for me. I definitely can't do it. To be fair,
I've got
so
about 11 followers on there, something like that.
yeah. Well, in comparison to your Instagram,
Yeah.
it's a big difference.
Exactly.
Okay. Let me ask you a sports question. Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury?
I'll go for Annie Joshua.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do
Do you know
Just
what?
like all round. All round.
All-rounded.
Not skill or anything like that. All round.
Oh, okay. Do you know what? To be fair, if you ever worked at my workplace, the amount of arguments I have at work, because everybody's just for Tyson Fury. Obviously, me,
Yeah.
I support my black brothers. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm always going to be biased. Do you know what I mean? So, do you know what I mean? No, nothing against Tyson Fury, because I know he's a decent fighter. Do you know what I mean? So, credit is where credit's due. Do you know what I mean? Would you... okay. Bruce Lee or Jet Li?
Bruce Lee, 100%.
Yeah?
100%, yeah.
Okay, interested. Your first celebrity crush?
Snoop Dogg.
I have never heard that one before.
Yeah,
Wait, Snoop Dogg or Snoop
Dogg.
Lion?
No. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
What? Before he had the
Before
braids
he
or
had
when
the
he had the
lots of-
braids? Remember, we were talking back then when he was just short haircut, like
When he
NWA
had the
days.
braids.
When he had the
Yeah.
braids. Wow, Snoop Dogg. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still amazed at that one. Snoop Dogg. Like, people go for Morris Chestnut, or like you got your Tyrese. Like the one that I heard, I can't remember. Yesterday, my guest said Future and
I know
Wale.
a lot of people like Future.
And I still don't understand it, but no, big ups to you, Snoop Dogg. All right, your favorite day of the week?
You know what? I don't even have a favourite day of the week.
Don't you?
Nah.
Every day is the same.
Yeah, literally every day I'm doing the same kind of activities or stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
not. I don't have no Sunday rest day or nothing like that. So it's all. I don't have a favourite day.
All right. Are you into movies? Are you into series or anything like that?
Yeah. Series.
All right. So if they had to do a movie about your life, who or actor would you want to play you?
Adam Sandler.
God damn. This is Adam
Definitely.
Sandler.
Definitely.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he's a joker.
Not even a black man. You picked Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, for real.
Do you know what? Big up Adam Sandler, because he's a funny individual. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up to him. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have
weren't
expected that.
expecting
Yeah,
that one.
like, yeah. Oh no. Nah. All
I
right.
had to pick someone.
No, true. Okay. Your your go-to fashion item. Go on.
I don't have one. I don't have one. I wear my own stuff and that's about it.
Do you know
That
what?
is
Big
it.
up the people that wear their own clothes. Do you know what I mean? No, big up. All right. If you had a superpower, what one would it be and why?
To see the future, so I can know what's going on and how to prevent it and stuff like that.
Oh, so what are you saying? You would have seen the lockdown coming from a mile away, and you would have be having words with Boris.
Myself, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Sort out myself.
Do you know what?
beforehand.
I've always thought like knowing the future. I don't know if I would want to know the future because then,
Might upset you.
yeah, you know the ones like touch wood. But I don't want to know how I'm gonna go. Like, don't tell me. Do you know what I'm saying? Let that be a mystery. Do you know what I'm saying? But I get it. Future.
You might be able to prevent it or go another way about it.
Yeah, that is true.
That's the only reason I would want to know, to be honest.
All right. One more question. I gotta make this an interesting one. Would you rather be 25% smarter, but if you're becoming 25% smarter, you have to lose all your hair. I mean, like all your hair, eyebrows, everything, eyelash,
Not with my hair
just
shape,
look
mate.
like a frog.
Not with my head shape. No. What's the other option?
Or would you, say it, hold on. Yeah, or would you rather be rich but alone?
No, I don't see the point in being rich and alone, to be honest.
That means
Young
no
one.
friends, no nothing.
Yeah.
There's nobody to vibes and spend your money with and go and do up holidays and everything like that.
No. I have to pick the first one. Boy.
Hey, maybe you could
be
come up
wearing
with...
hats.
Yeah, listen.
Wearing hats all the time, mate.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's mad.
It's the only way around it.
No, I hear you. Big up your choices. But no, that's the end of the 5 round questions. Once again, thank you for coming, taking the time out. I mean, essentially, I'm going to be asking questions about, you yourself, your history, because to be fair, I don't really know much about you. So I'm just like the guests that are going to be, the viewers, that's going to be watching this. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
Okay, so I'm an amateur boxing coach for England Boxing. I started off just coaching in boxing clubs that I used to fight at or whatever. And then I thought, I've always wanted my own thing sort of thing. So I thought, I'm going to set up my own little power mobile gym, give free boxing sessions to youth from low income backgrounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just build my own brand and kind of build on it sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing. Literally, everything you see me doing is just like, I'm just taking one more step up the ladder. I'm just on my own, just doing my own thing.
Do you know what? Shout out to Respect, because it was through his page I actually come across yours. And obviously I've been following Respect for a little minute, not that long, but obviously through Speaker's Corner, like I mentioned to you. So big ups to him. And I saw what you was doing and I thought, rah, that's sick. Do you know what I'm saying? Like an actual woman that's actually teaching young boys how to fight. Do you know what I'm saying? You gave me mumsy vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially where I was raised by my mother. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and that whole idea of being raised, taught how to defend yourself and discipline everything is coming from a woman. So, yeah, man, big up your thing.
Appreciate that.
Okay, first of all, what made you want to choose boxing? I know you said that, you got involved in boxing. Was you just a bad breed from a young? So you just went to fight everybody? Yeah?
None of that at all. You know what? My family always tried to put me in like different clubs or whatever, like, like after school or stuff, growing up or whatever. I didn't take to any of them. I tried taekwondo. I didn't move up a grade in. Didn't really work out. I tried boxing and then I just fell in love with it. Like, first time I went, I was like, I want to go again. My dad wasn't too sure about it. He was a bit like, But literally since then, I ain't stopped. I have not stopped.
Was it only your dad that was a bit unsure of it, or was the rest of your family like, ooh?
No, my mum was like, go on, love, go on. But my dad was like, I think he just didn't want me to fight or get beat up or anything like that. That was his fear. So, Yeah, I've got a couple boxers in my family, so it wasn't really it wasn't a shock to my mum or whatever. It's just like, all right, then give it a try.
Are you the only child, or you got any siblings?
Yeah. I got one older sibling, one older sister, and then I got 2 little sisters as well.
Are any of them interested in boxing and anything like that?
Nah, complete opposite to me.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, I'm like the adopted one, mate. Complete opposite to me.
Do you know? So, who are your boxing idols?
To be honest, when I was actually fighting, it was more I'd say Darren Hamilton,
right,
which is a family member of mine. But apart from that, I didn't really try and like look at other boxers and say, oh yeah, they're my idols. There's boxers that I like for certain reasons and stuff like that. But I won't actually say no one's actually my idol. Yeah.
Is there any boxer out there stylistically that you like? Like you like watching their fights or anything like that?
Oh yeah. I like Ryan Garcia.
Oh, big up to him.
Yeah.
Big up to him. Are you actually involved in any competitions at the moment?
No. So what I'm trying to do is actually get my boys fighting.
Yeah.
The ones that I coach, the ones that want to fight, I'm all focused on getting them ready because apparently the England boxing season may be coming back in March or April sort of thing. Just under conditions sort of thing. So, yeah, I'm trying to get them ready sort of thing.
Is so with your classes, is that anyone can join?
So basically I have Power Mobile Gym, and then I also have Power Mobile Gym Foundation, which is like a charity where boys and girls actually, but it tends to be predominantly boys. Yeah, because I saw it. But from 13 to 19 years old, they can come and train for free and sort of thing. If they want to fight, it's up to them. It's not there ain't no contract or nothing like that. It's just, it's just come and get fit and learn how to box sort of thing. And then other than that, I also have like one-to-one clients and group sessions and stuff like that I do.
Do you know you mentioned about Power Mobile Gym, so how did that come about? How did that start? And I see you're wearing your brand today and everything like that, so how did that come about?
To be honest, I've been doing like one-to-one sessions and all that sort of stuff for years. I just didn't give it a name. I was doing it outside and charging people whatever, like, but I just didn't give it a name. I knew I wanted to do some sort of youth work and charity work or whatever. Yeah. And I just let it fall into place, to be honest. Yeah. And then one day I was thinking, let me give it a name. And I was writing down different names about mobile gym or whatever, because I'm not actually a base. I'm going from different area to area sort of thing. I'm reaching out to these kids and getting them into boxing sort of thing.
That's definitely a good look. Do you know what I mean? We need more people like yourselves that's out there actively doing stuff, especially with the youth of today, like especially with all the violence that goes on in the streets and everything like that. And obviously knowing where you're coming from and everything like that, that's a regular occurrence in these streets, especially in London and everywhere else. Do you know what I'm saying? So being a female and being a boxing coach, were there any stigmas when it comes to...
Oh, yeah, cool. I've turned up to fights before and people are thinking like I've turned up to fight with a boxer and they're thinking, like, what's she doing with it? Are you boxing as well? I said, no, I'm their coach. And they're thinking, oh, for fuck's sake. We got one again. I get that all the time. People are looking at me thinking... Yeah. And when people hear I'm in boxing, they're like, boxing? Yeah. It's just such a big shock to people. Because it's a male-dominated sport.
Yeah, it's a male-dominated sport. So, like, what would you say to encourage females that might be scared to go into your type of industry?
Reach out to me.
It's simple. It's simple and plain, isn't it? Just
other than that,
because was there any struggles for you, like coming into this field? Was you nervous? Was you like?
To be honest, I saw it as like any other sport or whatever. I didn't really, when I was younger, I didn't really think, like there's too many boys in here or whatever. I just saw it as any other sport. I was boxing with boys. I was the only girl in my boxing club. I was always sparring and fighting with boys. It just wasn't, I think because I was already in that environment, it wasn't a problem sort of thing. So it didn't bother me.
Is so when you was boxing at that period of time, you was fighting boys. There was no girls in your club.
No, not in my club, no. But when I actually went out to fights, I would fight girls. But all my sparring and all my conditioning, all that sort of training came with boys.
And was it the same like with boxing, like they go by weight and everything like that?
Yeah. So they go by weight and age, kind of. Obviously, you can't be a big 30-year-old woman fighting a 12-year-old.
Well, so for real. When you got to make it fair. Do you know what I mean? What's it like fighting boys?
A lot of them, first round, they're like, oh yeah, you don't want to hit me sort of thing. They're just like, little tap, literally. And then the second round, obviously once they notice that I ain't holding back, you see a lot of them get triggered. They're like, a lot of them get triggered. Yeah. So they turn it up on the second round, definitely. Always.
How many fights have you had?
In total, I've had 14 fights in total.
Damn. What's your record like?
I've never lost a fight.
See, now I'm scared now. I need to mind my words now. Like, just before you just reach across this table, do you know what I mean? 14 fights. Do you know what? Big up to the guys that lost. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm guessing that, do you know what? Shan was very much a formidable opponent to not lose.
Yeah.
That's a good record. Do you know what I'm saying? Only that's a Mayweather settings, yeah? No, so you said how long was you teaching these? How long you been teaching these boys for now?
These set of boys that I've started the Power Mobile Gym since the start of quarantine, actually.
What, the first like in March?
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of like February timing.
Yeah.
But I've been teaching boys and doing, as I said, I didn't give it a name until kind of this year.
Yeah.
But I've been doing this thing for a little while, sort of thing.
So these competitions that you said that might be starting back up, so is it like just for charity purposes, is it monetary value?
Oh, no, it's like the actual England boxing, like national competitions that take place in different boxing clubs, and like the box cups, the championships, tournaments, they're all going to start back up, because think about it, we've already missed like more or less the whole of this season. They can't be making people miss another season sort of thing. So it's just going to be under conditions, because professional boxing is still allowed to take part. So it's just going to be the same layout, no audience, just the ref and the coaches and the boxers, of course.
Oh, okay. So how was the lockdown? Has the lockdown put you at a disadvantage doing your thing, or? Yeah, because I'm guessing that your Power Mobile Gym.
Yeah,
so
nah. To be honest, you're still allowed to do your one-to-ones and group sport team sessions and stuff like that. So not really. And to be honest, as long as we keep our distance or whatever, and it's all right. Because at the end of the day, during this lockdown period, you get a lot of kids that are going to be finding any excuse to do anything. And as well, there's a lot of financial burden on people as well right now. So they're probably going to try and get into all sorts of stuff to try and help out the household. So I feel like right now, it's not a wise thing to stop what I'm doing because of the laws and stuff like that. I'm still complying, but I'm just saying, if anything was to change, I'd still be doing it. Yeah,
because do you know what? One gutted thing that I had, and probably at some point I'll probably jump into one of your sessions just to see how it goes and everything like that. But I was upset when the gym's closed. I was like, no way. Because you know what? I'm the type of person, I can't do the workout thing at home. I just do not have the motivation.
The virtual sessions even.
Like, do you know what it is? I feel like I physically need to be in that place to have that concentration and do what I need to do, because doing that at home right now is a myth for me. Do you know what I mean? Obviously I'm trying. I'm doing a little certain things. Obviously no weights at home, so do you know what I mean? I'm trying to use, the edge of the bed tables. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I was there. Like, I'm even looked into calisthenics at this point. Do you know, do you know what I mean? Like, just anything that can help me. But how strict is your training as a boxer and a boxing coach? Like, how's your training? What's your training method?
I train them as if we're in a boxing club. There's no, even the ones that don't want to box, when they join my session, it's not, okay, I'm not going to train you properly sort of thing because you don't want to fight. They train hard. That's it. So they got their running, their skipping, they got to submit 2 5K runs during the week. And I check their time as well. It's very...
It's intense?
Yeah, it's intense.
And so with your training, is it like it's an ongoing thing, or is it like a certain type of period and then you move on to your next classes? Like, do you keep the ages within the 30 to 19?
So if it's a big age gap. So I tend to have one of the sessions, which is where a majority of my boys fall into the category of, it's about like 15 to 17 sort of kind of age groups. And sorry, the rest of them are in another session because of the age gap. But that's about it.
What would you like, a lot of the boys that you've got now, were these boys that you found, or they saw your thing, saw your Insta and they thought, right, you know what, that's wicked, let me try and jump on that? Or like, how do people go about?
I actually started off with one in 2 different areas. Well, 2 people were in 2 different areas, and it was literally through word of mouth that the team grew. Literally word of mouth. Okay. So no matter how many videos I'm posting and stuff like that, it's literally a word of mouth, and seeing kids on the street and say, you want to start boxing? That is it. that is it. I've gone up to a couple kids and just been like, do you want to start boxing? I've seen you look a couple of times.
Yeah.
Just come train. That is it. There's no enough.
And what has been what would you say has been some of the weirdest responses or anything when you say to people you want to start boxing?
To be honest, I kind of target my people. Like, I target my people. I'm not trying to go up to someone and they're like, no, fam. No, I don't want none of that.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, I target my people. So
because like from the videos that I've seen, you've got like a wide range. So you've got like blacks, Asians.
Yeah, I got the whole globe.
Yeah,
I got Colombians, like English people, the whole globe.
And it's mad because you said that because you move around. Yeah. How does that work? There's no like initial base for them to come meet your train?
There's for example, the like Southeast London lot sort of thing. We normally train in either Brockwell Park or Thamesmead, which is like there's a big Galleons Hill.
Yeah.
That I like to train. So there's like set locations for the particular area sort of thing, and we all come and there's a timetable that we all meet at.
Oh, okay. So I just want to ask you something. So what would you say to your younger self now if they were starting where you are now? If they wanted to do what you're doing now? What would you change? Would you change anything? Would you...
I'd say start sooner.
Because what age did you actually start?
What age did I start coaching or what age did I start boxing?
Wait, boxing first?
Boxing I started at about 10, 11.
And coaching?
About 16, 15, 16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it wasn't that much of a gap at all.
Yeah, like you just straight in one to the other. Which one do you prefer, coaching or boxing?
Coaching. Because to be honest, I always wanted to go down the teaching route anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like mixing two passions together and it's just, I never planned to be a boxing coach ever. When I was younger, I wanted to be a pilot. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Just somewhere, just
literally.
just way off there.
Literally, I never planned to be a boxing coach ever in my life.
And now you love it, you enjoy it and everything like that. So, you know, she could have been flying us around the world, but, you know, she found
out the youth.
Yeah, she found her purpose. Do you know what I'm saying? No, like big up to people like yourselves. You said right now at the moment you're predominantly on Instagram. Yeah,
Instagram predominantly.
And people can contact you in there if they want to join. But I ain't gonna lie, through word of mouth, I think there's not much people out there that do the word of mouth and go out and reach out to in the streets. I think everything else is very much on social media and everything like that. So for the fact that, you know, I don't know whether you go out of your way or when you're just going about your everyday lives and you just see a young kid and you want to start boxing. But for the fact that you're actually interacting with these kids, we need a lot more of that, because I think there's like a disconnect with people, especially with, do you understand? Definitely. Like it's so easy to be, you know, drummed into your phone and everything like that. So for the fact that you're coming out here and actually talking to these young kids is definitely a good look. Would you ever do managerial, like manage a boxer?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I've got a couple of boxers that are in my little set now that I can see going professional in the future, and I don't let go of them. You see the future. Yeah, like your powers. Yeah, you see the future. Never see.
Yeah. You said how many's in your group now, in your team?
Right now, I've got 15 of them.
15. Do you want to shout them out?
I know all their names. I don't know if they're them sort of boys, but they know who they are.
But they and these are the guys that you're pushing forward for the competitions. Yeah.
So a few of them, not all of them, are not quite ready for this season yet.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna push them out.
So what is it that you look for?
Like consistency.
Yeah.
They need to be getting good timings on their runs, definitely.
Right.
Shadow boxing daily, turning up to all the sessions. It's more of a that's like the general criteria sort of thing, but I'm more looking at skill and tactic when I see them. Yeah. Because anyone can send me a picture of their run. They could have rode it on a bike or done it on an electric scooter.
Yeah, true. True.
Anyone can send me a picture, but when I see them working and I see how they're breathing and how they're tactically how they're behaving and stuff like that, then that's how I judge it, sort of thing.
What would you say, being a coach, is the key thing to remember when it comes to, you know, fighting your opponent?
Fighting your opponent, just be calm. Honestly, be calm. I know it sounds like a dumb thing to say or whatever, but when you're in the ring, there's so much to think about. You could have aches and pains or whatever. You got to listen to your coach while thinking. Like, you're worrying about your opponent, where they're going to hit you. You're worried about the audience. There's so much to worry about. But you see a lot of people, when they're all like tense and everything like that, they start to perform bad. Honestly, that's... Yeah. You see their skill just go out the window. Everything just mashes up.
Yeah, because I assume, like... Well, I don't know if the professionals have it, like... Because, there is, like, nerves, like... Especially if my family, obviously before the lockdown with my family's here, the worst thing you don't want to do is take an L in front of family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you go, and that's why I rate boxers, because, like, I'm not gonna lie, if I was a boxer, I'd be like, yeah, do you know what, bro, stay at yard. Yeah, stay at yard. I don't want you at this, because if I take it, obviously you go in there with a fighting spirit, like, I can do this. Do you know what I'm saying? That. Big up to them, because I'm sure that the opponent trains hard, but there's nothing that he can do that I can't do.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
If, because obviously a lot of it's like boxing IQ, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of it's mental, do you know what I mean? So, you see, like, going back to when you used to fight, did you have, like, video rules of how the opponent fights and everything like that? Or was this just, you don't know?
On the day you see your opponent, and what I do, you see when they're shadow boxing and warming up. I'll be shadow boxing, but I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them. My coach is looking at them. It's like having a stare off. I'm looking at them to see how they box, looking for their weaknesses. Do they drop their lead hand or whatever? Little stuff like that. But you don't know what they look like beforehand.
Oh, okay. And is that the same with the competitions as well?
Yeah. On the day, literally. So you could see them in the change room. They could be changing right next to you. Could be having a cup of tea with them in the break, mate. Right. You don't even know. You don't know at all.
Yeah, so you're there thinking, all right, cool. You know what? Look, just try to stay calm. Do you know? Have you ever, like, even the period where, you won all 14 of your fights, did you ever go in there and think, damn, this person's big?
Yeah. My first fight, actually the first fight that I had, it was I think I was... I must have been 11 or whatever. And the girl was actually 16. Yeah, so they lied on the record or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, she was actually 16. I was thinking, wow, she looks bigger than me. Like, what's she eating?
Yeah, for real.
And she was like from up north or whatever. I was thinking, oh my God. I only found out after the fight that she was 16. I remember I was in the ring like this. Like, I had Parkinson's, mate. I was shook.
No, I'm not going to lie. Listen, you probably would be the same, especially at your age. You're 11 and you're fighting a 16-year-old. So what was the outcome of that? Because technically that's illegal, basically.
Yeah. So that one was actually a skill bout, the one that I had.
Yeah.
So I done what there's skill bout. Sorry, there's no win or lose. So you both get a medal at the end with skill bouts.
Oh.
Yeah. So it wasn't. Yeah, it's just it's more like a skill thing and introducing you into the sort of thing.
And like, how many rounds is that?
3 rounds, 2-minute rounds.
And is that the same for the competition?
No, it depends. Literally, so it depends who's holding it and how many rounds they want to have. So some competitions will have 3 4-minute rounds. Some will have 12 4-minute rounds. Obviously, more going up the professional sort of timing. Yeah. But some have 3 2 minutes, 3 1.5. It depends. It all depends on age and weight and stuff like that.
Obviously, I take it that you do follow boxing.
Yeah, kinda.
Did you watch Usyk and Chisora?
Yeah.
Talk to me of that. Give me your opinion on Chisora's performance and give me your opinion on Usyk's performance.
To be honest, Chisora's he's a talented fighter.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I wasn't really. I don't know if people are gonna kill me for this, but I'm not really like. With him, like he's a talented fighter. It takes a lot of guts to be in the ring, but it wasn't. I didn't really see any like wow factors or anything like that. Yeah. But I haven't actually seen that in a lot of his performances. Like I don't really count knockouts as it's a good thing, but I don't really count it as like some wow factor or whatever. Yeah. Because obviously I'm a coach. I'm looking like skillfully and stuff like that. And when I watch him box, it's just like. Right.
Yeah, I think because do you know what it is? When I look at Chisora, I look at him like as a power puncher. If he lands them and he lands correct, it's a problem for you. But like technicality and everything like that, he's not the greatest.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, shout out to Chisora. Do you know what I'm saying? But what did you think of Usyk coming up to heavyweight?
To be honest, I was watching a couple of his pad work videos as well.
Yeah.
He's sharp. Yeah. He's quite sharp. I was watching him. He's quite sharp. So I felt like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like just because the other person's black, I'm always like, yeah, I want them to win. But when I actually deep it, sometimes I'm thinking, boy,
talent's talent, innit? Yeah, do you know what I mean? You can't. And see, that's the thing. I think for me, like I predicted Usyk to win only because like his footwork, do you know what I'm saying? He's quick, he can move, do you know what I mean? And I knew he was going to dance around the ring, do you know what I'm saying? Because, of course, I know he's felt a couple of those punches and you know it hurt, do you know what I mean? So you're trying to stay out of way, and then obviously you're tiring Chisora down, especially because he's putting all into his punches. He thought that he could get him out in the first couple of rounds, which kudos, that I mean, if that's your game plan, then do you know what I'm saying? Fair. But he'll play the long game. Do you know what I'm saying? But then the only problem is, you know, like you said, you like to coach. When you coach, you don't really coach for the knockout. You coach for style wise. Do you know what I'm saying? Your footwork. Do you know what I mean? Boxing IQ. But sometimes when you come across that boxer and he just lands one, where's his curtains for you? Do you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, was it Pulev and White?
Pulev and White? Yeah, it was. I believe so.
Do you know, I was so upset, you know, because I had my money on White to win.
Yeah, to be honest, I was a bit shocked. And do you know what the wickedest thing is? I put that on my social media, like on my Instagram. I put, Dillian White's got it. I'm going to bed. Yeah. I woke up, bare messages like, well, you was incorrect.
And that's the, and it's mad because like when I look at boxing and think you've trained however many months for it to end like that. It's disheartening.
Yeah.
It's disheartening. But I guess, you know, the whole saying is that if you get knocked down, you know, dust yourself off, get back up. There's a lot of money
that goes into them training camps as well, because you got to fund the nutritionists, the coaches, all the people that, like, your cut man and stuff like that. And then a lot of the time they might fly out or whatever, because Dillian White was out in Portugal. He had the big camp, he was training with that IQ guy or whatever. There's a lot of money gone into it. And when they get paid from these fights, a cut of that money goes to cover all those expenses. So,
I didn't know that still.
Yeah, so even if you lose, obviously, you'll still get some money. But it's just a big difference than if you was to win. Yeah. But I think the money will cover the expenses or whatever, but it's not like...
It's not like...
you need to win. You need to win.
That's where the bread's at. You
need to win.
You actually mentioned something... very important, nutrition. So, like, when you're training your fighters and everything like that, what sort of, like, dietary plans? Do you have dietary plans for them or anything like that?
Not really, because of their age. I kind of just guide them or whatever. I don't really agree with having them on no strict... Obviously, I tell you, like, allow the chicken and chips while you're fighting and stuff like that. Yeah. And all the chocolates or whatever. I give them examples. But as well, I try not to put too much... pressure on their parents and stuff like that, because you know sometimes when you're telling a student to go get this, get that, and buy this or whatever, sometimes they don't have the money to do that, and I'm telling them to do all of this, and they can't afford to buy the stuff. Whatever's in the house is what is in the house. So I just say, like, follow the basic layout of your carbs or whatever and your protein and stuff like that. That I send them, and that's that, because I can't really tell them to go out and buy their own food. So especially at those ages, exactly. So whatever's in the house, I'd say, like, be reasonable. Obviously, you don't have the whole plate shouldn't be filled up with pasta and one little piece of chicken or whatever. Like, you know, so just try and calm down the portion.
All right, cool. So let's flip it around. Now, let's say if I wanted to get into boxing, what would be the talk? Like, what would you say to me?
I need to look at you. I need to look at you, but like, I wouldn't. To be honest, I don't really because the thing is, you can tell me anything. I can ask you, what did you have for breakfast today or whatever? What's your basic diet like or whatever?
I'd say like oats in the morning, oats and banana and a banana shake.
Okay, you want them good ones, isn't it?
No, do you know what it is? I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only just started eating oats and whatever that. Like, to be fair,
really?
Yeah, literally, I'm not really a oats fan. Like, I've been trying to find other ways to make it nice, that, you know, a bit of honey and all of that, because I try to stay away, even though I'm drinking all of this, but I try to stay away from sugar. Like, so honey's in my household. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I've tried to eat more healthy. I could do a lot better. Do you know what I'm saying? But I know, obviously, with boxing or any sort of sport, nutrition is key. And I think my diet could be a whole lot better.
Literally, come as you are. And all this stuff you learn on board, sort of thing. All this about nutrition. Because when I coach, I'm not just sitting down and saying, all right, 10 press ups. Like, I'm talking actively, asking questions, getting your mind working as well, because boxing's 50-50. It's 50% mental, 50% physical.
Yeah.
So I like you to actually understand your body and how the body works, sort of thing, when I'm doing my sessions.
Yeah.
So all that you learn on board.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
You said that the guys do, was it 2 5K runs?
Yeah, 2 5K runs a week.
A week?
A week, yeah.
So, and that's obviously to help with their breathing and everything, and then durability and everything like that. Cardio. So, like, if you was going to coach a guy going into the boxing ring, because obviously you said that you're very much about the stylistic way of doing things. Everything's about longevity, I take it, with you. If you're seeing your opponent, like you said, you like to see what they're like on their pads and this, that, and you notice that somebody's a heavy puncher. Is that does that change your tactics going into that you told your student going into the fight?
Yeah. So when I coach, like, we might have theme days or whatever I call it.
Yeah.
So we'll have theme days to learn how to deal with someone that's very light. And of the likes of someone like Prince Lazim or someone like that. We have theme days where we learn how to deal with someone like Mike Tyson and like offensive and defensive work sort of thing. So I kind of, because what I don't want, and I feel like it kind of happened with me a little bit, is that I went into the ring thinking every boxer's the same sort of thing. I'm just gonna go out and fight. Yeah. But I try and teach them in a way that whatever type of boxer, whatever type of body shape they are, whatever type of puncher they are, they're prepared on how to deal with them sort of thing. And obviously I'll brush up their memory just before the fight sort of thing. Do pad work that kind of replicates how their opponent's going to punch sort of thing. So,
in terms of boxing, what style would you say is the most awkward style to fight? Because some people have problems with southpaws.
Yeah, southpaw definitely. I'm a southpaw fighter myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Everyone hates doing pads with them as well. They're like... Southpaw, definitely.
Yeah, southpaw. Do you think that's why people like... Because I'm thinking Usyk's a southpaw, isn't he?
I can't remember, honestly.
I'm sure he's a southpaw. But then, my thing is, why is the southpaw awkward?
Because I write with my right hand, but then my jab hand is my left hand.
Your
Normally,
left hand,
your dominant hand is going to be your dominant hand for everything. So if you write with your right hand, you're going to jab with your right hand. But I write, like, I can't write with my left at all. But all my boxing, like my jab, and everything like that, is done with my left hand.
Yeah, that's like, that's mad. Because even like me, I'm left-handed, but like when I kick ball, I kick with my right. I can't use my left. So sometimes I thought, man, is there something wrong with me? Like, do you know what I mean? Do you know what? I always respected boxers because obviously they say always keep your guard up, everything your hands up. But listen, holding your arms up.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
It's hard. Because you keep dropping your hand. So what would you say is, what would be a rookie mistake if a guy was to step into the ring?
Apart from keeping your hands down, looking down as well.
Right.
Looking down, because we punch at our eye level in boxing, Yeah. So if I'm looking down all the time, which a lot of people do because they're trying to focus on their feet, they're trying to focus on other things as well. Yeah. Where they're looking down, they actually punch down without even realizing. You look at boxers, when they're looking down, they start doing this without even realizing. But in their head, obviously, they don't mean to do it. Yeah. But that's a bad mistake. Yeah. And because the thing is, your eyes speak a lot. Right. Yeah? So if I'm looking at you and I'm looking at your gloves or whatever, you can tell what I'm gonna. You can tell what. I'm gonna do,
where I'm gonna throw.
My hand. Exactly that. So you just gotta look your opponent. It's hard. It's a bit awkward as well. Yeah. You gotta look your opponent dead in their eyes. Yeah. Literally. You can't let them know what you're gonna throw. You gotta look at them.
That's true. That's true. And also, like, footwork is how important is footwork?
Very important. And to be honest, punching is so much easier than mastering the footwork. Everyone struggles with it. I struggled with it for ages. Yeah. I struggled with it for ages. It's just it's awkward because what you would expect it to be is not what it is. Yeah. It's very awkward. It's the hardest thing out of boxing, I think.
So, obviously, I'm sure you probably seen in the TL, Mike Tyson coming back to fight and everything like that. What do you think of him now compared to back then?
Do you know what? For his age, he's pretty sharp, He's proper sharp. Not even like the pad work videos I've seen. He's done some like proper big runs and stuff like that. He's sharp. I still think obviously he was sharper back then. Yeah, he's in good shape now.
Do you believe like once you got it, or do you believe like?
I think boxing's like riding the bike.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever forget it, sort of thing. Because there's people that are proper. Like, there was a video that went viral not too long about of a 73-year-old fighter.
Yeah.
And he knocked out like a 23-year-old.
Oh.
Yeah. Once you got it, you got it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, technique beats.
Exactly.
Yeah, beats a lot of.
Exactly.
But then I've always thought like, I don't know, because obviously that was a street fight, right? The one you was talking about.
No, it was in a boxing ring.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, he wanted to do. The old man wanted to do it. It wasn't no force or nothing like that.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, wait. But see, that also lets you know you can't underestimate nobody.
Yeah. You don't know anyone.
But I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. I would. He would have to have an extensive record, for me to admit, saying, "Listen, I took an L to a 70-something-year-old man." Because ideally, I'm sure the 20-year-old, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? You feel confident. This old man, I got this.
Go light.
Let me go light. And I'm sure it was the same for you when you was boxing. They thought, she's a girl, and then you underestimate, and what happened? You lost. See, I always wondered that, how does it feel to lose? But you've never lost. No. You just stay winning, don't you?
Always, man.
Winning in the ring and out of the ring. Do you know what I mean? But I see your merch. So, what merch you got? So you got the hoodie, you got the shirt.
I got boxing gloves, hand wraps, t-shirts.
Right.
More stuff to come out. But
are these merch just for your boxing guys, or can people?
Anyone can buy it.
And where can people? So
at the moment, from next week, the website will be live. But at the moment, it's through Instagram.
Through Instagram.
Yeah.
Can you let us know how much they're going for?
What is it?
The shirt.
The whole t-shirts are £15 each.
Do you know what? I'm gonna shout you for one of the shirts. Do you know what I mean? Because you know what? I support all my black brothers and sisters. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I would wear that because it looks cold though. Did you come up with it? The logo and everything like that. So you're just a creative, innit? You're just a jack with all trades, aren't you?
No, not really.
So it's the hoodie tracksuits?
Yeah. I'm wearing one of the tracksuits, but I've got a couple more in the making that will be coming out soon. And
what are the sort of colours are we looking at?
Black and navy.
Black and navy.
Yeah.
Do you know what? And how much are for the hoodies or the tracksuits?
Tracksuits, I'm waiting. That'll be released soon because I'm waiting for like manufacturers to do the thing. Is it
doing the merch? Is it difficult jumping into that role?
Do you know what? Because I don't know about the clothing industry and stuff like that. I'm more focused on boxing and stuff like that. Yeah. So when it comes to certain things like promotion and even little stuff like taking pictures and stuff like that, I don't know nothing about it. So
I'm sure you've got a good team around you that helps you.
Yeah. I've got people that help and support me and stuff like that and give me advice but I'm just learning as I go with all of this stuff.
Yeah, no, do you know what?
Risk, I
definitely got to get a shirt because that actually does look cool. Power Gym Mobile. And what I didn't ask, when people join up with you, is it free?
For the age groups,
For the age groups, so for 30,
for the foundation lot, 13 to 19 years old, it's completely free, and then any other older or even younger.
What's the oldest you've trained or coached?
The oldest I've coached, maybe coming up to 60, something like that.
Oh, that's good.
60, yeah.
That's good. Are they getting involved in any competitions?
No. That's too much.
So it's just like for like just a way of life and
yeah.
So what kind of like, what do you want people to take away from boxing or your training and everything like that?
I want to lift up their confidence as well, teach them a self-defense.
Yeah.
And just to enjoy it or whatever. I don't put no pressure on no one to fight or anything like that. So just enjoy it. You want to come to learn self-defense, come and learn self-defense.
Yeah.
You've got confidence issues or... Yeah, that is it literally.
Do you know, that's one thing I like, not only just boxing, with like martial arts or any sort of sport, that the discipline behind it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think is very much humbling. My only thing is I wish I started boxing earlier on, but you know, violence and everything like that, you know, as a kid, mum don't want you getting into trouble, but you're getting into trouble anyway. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, but I've started to see a lot more younger people actually get involved in boxing, and I promote that all day. Obviously, I don't promote violence, but I promote the way of life, the discipline behind it, and everything like that. And all essentially, you know, learning how to defend yourself. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, obviously, predominantly it's all boys that you got now, but ladies, man.
Message me.
Yeah, man. Forward up, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Forward, come check out Shan. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen some good stuff on there, and I've seen some intense stuff on there as well. I see the look. See, I think is it a young Asian brother, or he might be Colombian, and he's sparring, and them two are running up and down. That's the 5K run, isn't it? Yeah. Listen, I can't run for nowhere. 5K. Listen. I'll be lucky if I even run for the train to go to work. Do you know what I mean? And just, no, but I think that I do need to. You've inspired me now, like to actually really start thinking about getting fit and everything like that. You said they coach four times a week.
4 times a week.
At some point, depending on where you said in Brockwell Park, you said.
Yeah, one of them's Brockwell Park, one of them's Thamesmead. That's for the 13 to 19-year-olds. Anyone else who wants to do any boxing or whatever, their local convenient park or whatever, I'm good for that.
Yeah, I definitely would like to actually see how it is, you know, like how you coach these kids and everything like that. Because that's one thing that I'm definitely intrigued, you know what I'm saying? The fact that you're giving back to the young kids, do you know what I'm saying? So that's something definitely that I would want to witness, do you know what I mean? Obviously, we'll find out or schedule the right time when we can do that. Now, the funniest thing is I'm having so much fun right now, do you know what I'm saying? I kind of actually don't want this to end, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to sign out. But before we sign out, is there any shout outs you want to give to people?
I shout out to all my boxers.
Yeah, big up to all the boxers.
Yeah, because they're the ones that are kind of carrying the whole Power Mobile Gym stuff.
Yeah.
All of my clients, and as well, Shante, got to give a big up to her, of course.
Big up, Shante.
Supporting me all the way.
See, you see the real friends there, yeah? That's what we need.
Her along today. She didn't have no choice.
So, let them know your socials, how they can contact you.
So Instagram, Coach_Shan, and all other social medias, Power Mobile Gym.
Power Mobile Gym.
On everything. LinkedIn, Twitter.
Yeah.
The whole lot. Yeah,
no, guys, kids, if you're at the age of 13 to 19, get onto her. Do you know what I mean? Definitely you will learn some good stuff. Adults, don't feel shy. Don't be afraid. Do you know what I'm saying? She's very much approachable. I mean, to be fair, I didn't even think that you was even going to message me back. Do you know what I'm saying? I know, because you know, like some people get bougie on Instagram and be like, raw, but do you know what, for the fact, no, but big ups to yourself because you actually message back. And I don't have the habit of actually reaching out to people, which I need to change. So, no, big up to yourself for showing love and actually taking the time to come down here. It's much appreciated. Definitely, you have been initiated into the Straight Out the Box family. Do you know? We'll definitely love to have you up here again. And especially if the competitions are open, I definitely want to, do you know what I'm saying, have you back up here. Hopefully, you can come with one of your fighters.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying? And we can have more dialogue. You know what I mean? But other than that, thank you for coming once again. It's myself, Tailz Coach Shan, and we're out.